Welcome to Shaded Reality. We are back for episodes 3 and then later this week 4. So how have you been?
Good, I guess. Yeah. Busy. Last week was insanely busy coming back from the holiday, which I feel like Christmas was like 3 months ago. Like, I don't even feel like we're only, which now I guess this will come out 2 weeks after Christmas, but I don't know. Like, I was just insanely busy at work, and I didn't do anything really like this past week other than work.
It's been nuts. I've been like exhausted, and Bravo has come out with all their brand new stuff. So I've been watching the new VPR, Southern Charm, Real Housewives of Beverly Hills, The Valley Persian Style. I've had to watch The Valley that we're recording. And then Traitors dropped 3 episodes all at once on me. I mean, it's stressful.
I haven't done any of that. Literally.
And then you told me about... anything. You told me about Tell Me Lies, so I've had to try to watch that too. And I haven't quite finished season 1. I'm on, I want to say episode 9, but I don't know how many episodes there are in a season. Sure. So,
yeah, I have no idea.
But it's good.
It's so good. I can't wait. Like, I won't watch anything else. I don't know how you do that. Like, I don't know how you keep up with all of that shit. Like, I can only focus on like one thing at a time. Like, even when I would watch like The Real Housewives, I would only watch one at a time. You know what I mean? Like, I didn't watch multiple.
I love all kinds of things all over the place.
I'm so behind on so many things.
My brain feels better when it's like, I don't know, distracted with a million things going on.
Yeah.
But Tell Me Lies is so hard to watch because like I watch stuff as I'm like sitting with the kids or doing dishes or like, you know, times when like, or folding laundry or whatever. And so like, I just have it sitting on my little phone. Well, I can't watch Tell Me Lies like that because the kids will look over and like they're having sex. You know what I mean? Yeah. So like, I have to like only watch that when like I'm by myself, you know, kind of thing. But
that's why when we were on Christmas vacation, I would like sit in the corner of the couch while they were like, I don't know, Harlow was doing something else or whatever. Or it would be like extremely late at night when she was already in bed. And I would just watch episode after episode. And it would be like 12, 1 o'clock in the morning. And like, 'cause you can't, like something would happen that you're like, I have to watch the next episode.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, it's good. I do like it. I don't even know who, like the characters are all interesting, but like, none of them are even likable. Like, it's weird. You know what I mean? Like, I don't know. It's good. When does the next one come out? Season 3 hasn't started yet, right?
No, I think it's the 14th, which I'm just randomly throwing that number out, but I'm pretty positive it's somewhere around there.
Okay. So, yeah, I got to get caught up. I don't even know when I'm going to have time because I go back to work tomorrow again. And then,
13th.
It's going to be, okay. So I'm not going to catch up by the time it drops. Yeah. So that's only episode by episode though, right? Like week by week?
Yes.
Oh, okay. So I don't even need to catch up because then I can watch a few at a time. But I know there's going to be spoilers because I like follow a lot of people who probably will put stuff out about it.
Yeah. I'm excited.
Are you going to listen to Stassi's podcast about it?
Yes, I saw different things that like I saw that she had the cast on. Did that start yet? Like I haven't even looked it up. Probably not.
I think it's like gonna drop after each episode, I think is the point of it.
Oh.
And then they might talk about what happened in different episodes or something. I haven't followed it. I don't really know.
Yeah.
Okay. So I don't know anything else before we get started. Nothing. I've literally just watched TV, and we are like fully remodeling my house. So I have like holes in walls and ceilings, and like my whole world is chaos right now. So I don't have anything
take my Christmas decorations down. Clearly,
no, I see them behind you.
And I'm probably not going to do it until the end of this month. I'm just like, I have no ambition to do it at all. Like, I can't. Especially as it took me so long to put them up. I'm like, I'm not taking them down. Like, I still have my trees up. It'll get done at some point.
Yeah.
Maybe today. Who knows?
I feel like I just heard my husband pull into the driveway, and like they just left at 10-ish to go to the park. So it seems like that would be really fast by the time you drive all the way to the park to come all the way back.
Yeah.
But maybe I just heard something.
Or
maybe.
Yeah. Who knows?
All right. So this is season 1, episode 3 of The Valley. Now, it's hilarious. So it is called Doubting Doty, okay? But Doty is Doute. Do you think I realized at first it was Doty? I'm like, Doubte? Doubting doubt? I'm like, what does that mean? I'm like, oh, I'll have to look that word up to see what it is.
Oh my God.
And then
no, listen,
later
I wouldn't have known either what that was if I didn't follow her. You know what I mean? And like know that like I feel like Jax calls her Doty or all the time. So that's the only reason.
Yeah, later in the episode, someone either says Kristin Doty or Jax might have said Doty. And I'm like, that's what that was. Because I'm like, doubting Delte. I'm like, what is that word? But it was just funny. So Brittany and Jax, it started out, they're at a farmer's market and Brittany's mom's in town. Cause she probably had her come in town, I'm guessing because of like filming, you know, so like they could have someone to, give cruise to or whatever. And, he's telling her about,
they're definitely home.
They just opened the door and showed me that the youngest either fell in something or pissed her pants. I can't tell. Her whole entire butt is wet.
Somebody got hurt, but then I was like, I'm not going to say that because that would be awful if that's why they came back. So I like stopped myself.
He just opened the door and like has her turned around and just points at her butt. Something happened. They were going to feed ducks. So my guess is there's like a slip and fall into a puddle
duck shit or something.
So yeah, they're just talking about what happened at the guys' night with Alex coming and how Luke reacted, and then the girls' night with how Kristin reacted and freaked out. And it was kind of funny because they were like having them repeat the things that were being said, and then like they would show Luke, so it was almost like they're talking in the voice, and then like they would show Luke, so it was just like a funny little overlay. So we find out, and I apparently Kristin said that Michelle is a Republican and a racist, and I think it's so funny that they put those two things as like equal together. Like,
yeah, like what?
Like, I mean, we live in Republican land. Right. So, like, to me, like, running into people who are Republicans, like, whether it's my political affiliation or not, like, I don't really think anything of it. But, like, to call someone, like, you're a Republican, like, that's, like, a negative. Like, well, yes, I guess in this day of world, that would be a negative, though this came out a little bit ago. This came out before even this current administration. But, like, to put it on the same level as calling someone a racist is just hilarious to me.
It's crazy. It's absolutely insane that you can put those two together. Right. You know what I mean? Just because it's someone, that's their party that they follow, that they're a racist? Like, what? Yeah. That's just,
So then, like, and we hear this whole background of, like, well, Jasmine said it, and then Zach said something to me about it, and then later on we hear, like, Janet was the one who actually brought it up at, like, a dinner, and so, like, it's been, like, this game of telephone where everyone is kind of, like, making it into their own little thing and turning around what was actually said, and then Kristin, of course, you know, spews all of it, like... And I'll have to say, I like, because we don't go over this like word by word like we were, but I want to say overall by the end of this, I feel bad for Kristin. Like, yeah, did she say something that hurt Michelle 100%, and does Michelle have a right to be upset about like that stuff being said about her? For sure. But the way that like Janet is acting and that stuff, she needs to get herself in check. Like, she's being absurd. Like, she's taking it way too far. I was very annoyed with Janet in all of this.
Yeah.
So Brittany says how Kristin like freaked out, and I just said that. So then we're at Jesse and Michelle's house, because then they're talking about the same thing. So this like goes from each essentially couple to couple and how they're reacting to everything. And, you know, Michelle says that Kristin said it was Janet who like started the whole thing. And Jesse says the word fuck, and the camera cuts, like, because they were talking about this for a little bit. Then he says fuck, and the camera cuts to the counter, and Isabel is sitting right there on her iPad. And I'm like, the fact you said fuck is what it is. Like, I have gotten to the point where, like, yes, I will cuss in front of my kids or whatever. Should I? I don't know. But, like, it happens. But they should not have been talking about, like, their friend group and the drama and, like, all of that stuff in front of their kid. Like,
Right.
That stuff is not, because that kid is going to hang around those people. And maybe it's just me, because especially my oldest, that girl will repeat anything that's said. Like, you cannot say anything in front of her, because she will take it. She's a little Kristin, and spin it, and she'll say stuff that is so embarrassing that I'm like, why did you? That is not what we said. Like,
yeah.
So I would never, because she loves a gossip session, and she will go tell anyone and everyone anything that was said. So I was like, you should not be having this conversation in front of your kid. So we hear that Michelle is actually a first generation Mexican, and then she's Persian. So I think it's her dad was from Iran and her mom's Mexican. And, you know, like, so for her to be called racist and all of that stuff is like just insane, you know, to him. So then we go to Janet and Jason, and she says, you know, she never said anything like that. And in confessional, Janet is like talking about Kristin, and she says that when Kristin and Alex broke up and she started dating Luke, all of a sudden her relationship with Alex was toxic, and he was a narcissist, and like all of this stuff that, according to Janet, was not her perception of the relationship or how Kristin talked about the relationship before they broke up. So she said she had to put up a boundary with Kristin at that point, and their relationship has never been the same since. So I don't know. I'm curious about that, because it's like, one, when you're in a relationship, sometimes you're protecting that relationship, and you don't want anybody to really know what's happening, or you don't really want other people's opinions, especially if like you might end up getting back with that person. So of course I think more of the truth is going to come out when you finally decided, like, I'm done with that person.
Right.
So I think it's kind of, I don't know, weird for Janet to act like the fact that her tune changed after her and Alex officially broke up means that she's lying. Like, I don't know. Let's see. Oh, I went the wrong way. Janet says she doesn't want Alex's... Oh, so she thinks that the reason that Kristin is so upset that Alex was invited is that she doesn't want Luke to know Alex's side of the breakup. Like, apparently there's things there that possibly Kristin did that she doesn't want Alex to bring up in front of Luke. I don't know.
I mean, there's always two sides to a story. I'm sure there was both. I mean, it sounded like a pretty toxic relationship.
Yeah.
I'm sure Kristin was definitely, I mean, we all know Kristin. She wasn't innocent in it by any means. But, like, what is the point of her ex coming around her current boyfriend? There's none. None of those girls would want their exes around their current husbands. You know what I mean? You know,
of course not.
Gonna talk shit.
Yeah, 100%. Then we go back to Jesse and Michelle, and he's like, and a Republican. And Michelle's like, yeah, and I mean, really, like, who gives a fuck if I was? And then they both laugh and call out that she just said fuck in front of Isabella because they were like, you know, saying that she can usually control herself. Kristin and Luke are moving into her new apartment, and they just like always have to go. I'm sorry, I keep touching my face. I feel like my nose is itchy. Like, anyway, they always have to go to like, oh, we have a whole box of sex toys. Oh, we're going to have sex in every room of the new apartment. Like, I don't know. They're like overly like everything that they talk about, even when they talk about having a baby, it's like, but we got to practice having sex. But we got to, it's always about like sex all the time with them. Maybe it's just because it's a new relationship, but I don't know. I just don't think I would be like bringing that up every 2 seconds.
No. And I think it's because they're also trying to have a baby. So it's like, well, I'm ovulating. Yep, we have to do it now. Like, this is their storyline. Yeah.
They're talking a little bit about like what Jax pulled the night before. And Kristin says she, you know, like felt backed into a corner. And she just like the first thing that came into her head was like what Janet had brought up. But I'm curious, like, why would that be what you needed to bring up? Like, she just wanted some distraction to get, like, the focus off her and her ex. Like, I don't understand because Michelle wasn't bringing any of that stuff up. Like, she was mad at Brittany and Jax. So why did she bring up anything about what Janet said, what Michelle, what Zach, like, none of those people were even a part of what she was mad about, which is the weird thing. I think, like, since the second she heard that comment, she was just waiting for when she could bring it up in the show. And somehow it happened in, like, the very beginning. Like, you know, it was, like, episode 2. It's, like, I don't even know how she, like, fit it in.
Like where that came from. Yeah.
Yeah. So then in her like confessional, she's talking about how prior to production began, like there had been conversations about how Michelle was homophobic and racist. And she did feel bad about like bringing Michelle into any of it. And I think this is like a good example of Luke because he's so calm and he's not like berating her or like being mean to her, but he's explaining like, when you get information, you got to just, like, put it in your back pocket. You just got to, like, be like, okay, I know this. But, like, you can't weaponize the information. You know what I mean? And he, like, wipes a tear from her eye. And she's like, oh, I look so terrible. Do I look like a $2 hooker? And he says, oh, at least a $20,000 one. And she's like, oh, that's so sweet. You always make me feel so much better. Like...
He does know how to talk to her.
Yeah.
Like, he's just so good with her.
Yeah. He is. He just, like, he knows how to talk Kristin. So, yeah. I hope, I mean, they're still together, so I hope it all, you know, continues to work out.
Yeah.
Then we go to Danny and Nia, and we hear Nia's leaving. She has, like, a job function thing she needs to do. I think she's going on, like, a cruise for 24 hours and, like, somehow representing or looking at massage things on cruises. I don't know what it is.
Oh, sorry.
What's happening?
Boo came over here and she's stepping on the cord and she has the toy in her mouth and it got caught and she started pulling it away. Sorry.
So yeah, they're just talking about like the logistics of like when to feed the baby's formula versus when to give them breast milk because she doesn't have enough breast milk to just like do all breast milk while she's gone or whatever. Yeah. And that's like about it with them. Yeah. Then we go over to Jax and he's trying to park this little tiny golf cart into like a parallel parking spot, but he like can't do it. And he's meeting because he's going to be opening a bar. And they're interviewing employees. And Jax is just such a disgusting guy. Like, he makes comments about one of the people that come in isn't wearing a bra. And then he's like, did we hire her? And then they show another girl come in and he's like, oh my God, she's just so perfect. She has a look and like all this stuff. And, you know, like the girl is completing her interview. She makes a drink and he's just gross. He is just like so unprofessional and just disgusting.
Did you see, like, he just kept staring at their chest, like, the entire time? That would make me feel so uncomfortable. I was just like, you're not even, like, hiding it. Like, he couldn't even give them eye contact. Like, he had to either look away or look at their chest. And I was just like, you are ridiculous.
And he's so awkward, too. He's like, oh, so are you an actress, too? And she's like, no. And he's like, oh, I just had to ask. And I'm like, why? What does that have anything to do with her being a bartender? Like, I don't know. He's just
I think he
annoying.
wanted to, because I think that's why he went to LA, to become this, like, model actor, and most people do. So I think it was just kind of like a, oh, we could have something in common kind of thing.
Yeah.
Go with it, but
so Brittany and Kristin are meeting. They just go to like an outdoor spot and get like coffees or whatever. And you know, Brittany says Janet's really pissed off, which this is kind of the first time Janet's really brought into this, because Janet wasn't even at that girls' night because she had felt sick. And Kristin says, I did not say Michelle was racist. I said that she was like a Republican, and that other people said that. And this is when she says, me of all people. So did you know why Stassi and Kristin got kicked off of Vanderpump Rules?
I think I did, but I forgot about it, and I never actually looked into it until I watched this episode.
Yeah, so I didn't watch Vanderpump Rules when it was out, so I obviously had no idea because I just binged Vanderpump Rules a couple years ago. So when I was watching it, it was just like they were there one season and then they weren't the next. But like we didn't talk about it. And I was, in my head, I think because of where they are now, I was just thinking, oh, they moved on. Like they didn't want to do this anymore or whatever. But I didn't think much about it. And obviously the news was so far past, you know, when it actually happened. So just for anyone who like doesn't know, Kristin and Stassi in 2018, they made a phone call to the police, I guess. And they reported that this woman on a video that had been caught stealing, and it was like an unidentified suspect. And it was a black woman. And they called the police and said they recognized her and that it was Faith. So if anybody is Vanderpump Rules fans, Faith was a waitress at SUR. And she was in some of the beginning seasons. She, you know, like the guys, like I remember them moving her into an apartment. She was kind of like a friend of. She hung out with Lala, I think, a lot. And then the last time she was on, which she wasn't even on this season, but she slept with Jax. Jax went over to meet her. She was working at that point as like an in-home care person and was like staying with like an older person, you know, like overnight or whatever. And Jax went over and they had sex. And he was married to Brittany, or he was at least with Brittany. I don't know if they weren't married. That happened before they were married, right? Yeah. And that's where we get the famous line from Brittany, this rotten hell, Jax. Because there's like a voice message that, I don't know who it was. Who left the voice message that they play for Brittany? Was it?
I have no idea.
I don't remember now.
It was so long ago that I watched those shows.
Yeah, but anyway, someone was told, and it might have been, who was the DJ? The young kid.
I know.
Yeah, him.
Yeah.
So it might have been him, and he left a voicemail for someone, or he had the voicemail from Faith on his phone, and they played it for Brittany at a party that was at their house, and she ended up then playing it for like everybody in the room, and got into this huge fight. So anyway, this is in 2018. They saw this video of this woman robbing a store. They called the police and said, we know that woman. That's Faith. And then in 2020, when all the Black Lives Matter stuff was happening, all of that, Faith was talking about, I guess times in her life when she probably encountered racism or was, experienced different things like that. And she brought up that incident in 2018, and Bravo decided we cannot have people, that are doing things like this. 'Cause it wasn't her. It was just some other random Black woman. It was not her in any way. So they fired Stassi and, Kristin at the time. So that's kind of the history.
For just making an allegation? So they fired her for making an allegation.
They fired
them being racist?
Yes, because they, I guess, thought that any kind of random Black woman they saw was the one Black woman they were friends with or whatever, and made a phone call. So, yeah. There was 2 other guys too, I guess, that had some racist past stuff. That was only on that one season, so I don't even remember their names, and they got rid of them too. They were never on the rest of the seasons. But that was there might have been more to it. That was a quick little summary of what I looked up. Kristin says, the Zach stuff is really fucking her up because she knows what Zach said. So why is he denying it? And so she calls him then, and he answers right away. And he's like, yeah, I said that she, he had heard that she was Republican, but I never said racist. And he's mad that she blurted it out. And, he was just, essentially, he was just gossiping. And he's like, you just, cannot trust Kristin. Every little thing you say, you have to be careful because she's going to repeat it. And it's just absurd, I was just gossiping about something that Janet said. And she turns it into, we wouldn't be friends with Michelle if we thought she was racist or homophobic or whatever. So, that wasn't what was said, obviously, because we wouldn't all be here filming with her if we thought that,
Right.
I don't even remember what Brittany was talking about, but she apparently had a confessional, and I was like, oh my God. She has this orange dress on, and her boobs are so far up. They're almost, one, her nipple is this close from falling out, and 2, how, obviously a big boob has cleavage. She has them almost upside down. We're at the point where they're to her collarbone and there's no cleavage there anymore. You know what I mean? They're up under her chin. I don't know if she doesn't want to make it look like they're saggy, so she's shoving them up there, but it's absurd. It looks so stupid.
It does. And when she's sitting down like that, it makes her look so much larger than what she is. Because, in moments that she's being filmed, I would never look at her and think, you know what I mean? That she looks the size that she looks when she's sitting down like that. She just looks uncomfortable. She looks very uncomfortable. I mean, they're so large.
There's just no reason she needs to even style them like that either.
Yeah.
She did not have to shove them up there like that. Because, when she's in regular scenes, she just has her mom outfits on at the house or whatever.
Yeah.
She looks cute and fine, you know? But when it's for whatever reason, when you tell her to dress up, she picks an outfit 2 sizes too small and it's too short. Her boobs are too high out of it. It's sleeveless. all the things that are wrong for her body size. Like,
yeah.
It's just, yeah, I don't know. She just doesn't know how to do it. So then we go to Jesse and Michelle's house, and some guy shows up, and they won't call him a counselor, but they say that he's a life coach. But it sounds like he's being like a psychologist or a counselor.
Yeah,
a therapist.
I have to say this, which I'm sure maybe you like. One, I love this guy. I think he's like super attractive, and like the entire time,
really,
I think
I didn't notice that.
Not for me, not for me at all. But I mean, like he's like seems like he has his shit together. Like, and again, this is what he does for a living, but he just seems so great. Like I wish him and Michelle would get together. He does have a wedding band one. But the entire time I was like, Michelle, like you need to be with this man, not Jesse. Yeah. But this guy's, he's married, so.
I wonder if you can just say like, I'm a life coach and do this shit, but then you don't have to have like a degree. Yeah, you know what I mean? That's probably what it is. That's why he's just a life coach, because you don't have a degree or whatever. So he's, you know, like talking to them, and they do like some flashbacks, like just showing they're constantly in conflict. Like, I think it was Michelle was, putting a coffee together for Jesse, and he's like, only a little milk. And so she did, and then he's like, oh my God, there's just so much milk. I have to pour it out. There's so much. And like, he just goes on and on and on about like the littlest stuff. And like, I'm sure that happens all the time, like with everything. Yeah. And Michelle's like, I just feel alone. Like, it's, you know, like I'm fully responsible for our daughter. Like, I just feel like he just wants perfection. Like, nothing's right ever. Everything's always wrong. And, you know, we find out like they're not having sex, and they haven't for a long time. And then like we see Jesse in confessional, and he's like, you know, when you're just in a relationship for a long time, like the sex falls off. And I don't agree with that. I think no, the sex falls off when you're in a bad part of your relationship. Like, I've been with my husband for 24 years, and the only times when we were like not having a lot of sex was when I didn't like him. You know what I mean? Like, it's like
when you're like mad at him.
Yeah, when you know, like when you have like a 25-year relationship, like you can hate your partner at some points. You can like not want to be, you know, like you go through ups and downs, and that's like the only times is like when I can't stand you. No, why would I want to even think about that? You know what I mean? But it's
I don't know if
it
you
has
can
nothing
hear
to do
it
with
or
length
not.
of time.
But Boo is like literally galloping. Like it's like
I hear
horse in my house right now.
Tiny. It actually only hears like nails. Like it's not loud, but I can hear like
walking
little
around.
nails.
And then Jersey just got back with my coffee, and she's like running back and forth, and I'm just like, oh my God, just like lay down, because that's all I
gotta
can
get
hear.
gotta get in your basement.
Oh, I don't. It's cold down there too. There's just so much work I have to do, and I'm been lazy.
I don't know where I'm gonna go here soon, because like he was working on putting a vent fan, because this is gonna be like the main bathroom for like guests and the kids, and like I'm gonna be kicked out of here really soon, and I have no idea where I'm gonna go. I gotta find another spot.
Can't you go back down in your basement?
Not really, because he moved all of the stuff from the garage into the space we used to sit in. So that's like full. And then the other room where the TV is, there's a coal stove. So it's like 120 degrees down there. And I mean, yes, I could sit like on the couch, but like all you would see behind me is bins and bins of crap. So like, I don't know. I might just end up like sitting in bed in my bedroom or something. I don't know what I'm gonna do. It'll only be a short time.
Yeah. I mean, I have to figure something else out too, because I'm literally right in the center of my house. So it's like everyone is around, and I feel bad that they have to be quiet or
for 2 hours
something
when we record back to back. Like,
So,
but so I gotta get out to that shed. I really should just like clean that out and like start that process, because we're buying crap now, so I could like buy a little bit of extra flooring or like buy a couple extra pieces of sheetrock and just like get it done. But it's cold out there too, so I don't really want to work outside right now.
See, that's how I feel about my basement. Like, I could legit just throw a sheet up and half-ass it, but I don't know. I just have so much other stuff to do. That's like not something that I was like it's so easy just to throw my computer up here and do it from here. So I don't know. We'll see.
Where are we? We're at Michelle. So Jesse thinks that so you can get exactly who Jesse is in this conversation, because he essentially thinks, oh, well, if I pay her a little bit of attention and say, oh, your butt looks good today, and here's a coffee for you, then she should right away be repaying me with having sex with me. Mm-hmm. And he's like, well, how long do I have to do this? How long do I have to give her attention before I get my reward? And the counselor or the guy is like, no. That's not the point here. It is not you doing something waiting for you to get something out of it. You should want to do it because you love her and you want to do the things that make her happy. He's not a great person. They are not meant to be together at all.
No, they're totally different people. She's so quiet and reserved, mm-hmm. and he's the complete opposite. He just doesn't give a shit what he says. He's over the top. I don't know.
Yeah, he needs someone flashy.
Mm-hmm.
He needs someone who I don't know, doesn't want any more kids, wants to just go on vacations all the time and live a different lifestyle, because mm-hmm. he's not going to get that from Michelle.
No.
We go over to Janet and Jason's, and she's walking in, she's like, oh my God, I need McDonald's right now. And this man, of all the things, I think Jason, is a little, I don't know. He's not as innocent as he acts, but this man says, we have food in the fridge. I am sorry. If I say I need something fast food, or I need sushi, or I need food from somewhere else, and my guy says,
especially when you're pregnant,
have food here, go fuck yourself. No.
Yeah.
I'm well aware of what's in this house. I know. Yeah. That's not, I didn't say that I wanted that. I want McDonald's.
Yeah. And this is what I love.
Okay, there we go.
There's moments that I love Janet, and then there's more moments that I can't stand her. She makes me so angry. Yeah. But I do love the part of her that she's not always that LA person. You know what I mean? She still has her roots in her, and she's just I want McDonald's. You know what I mean? Mm-hmm. You're not seeing most of these women saying, could you ever see Nia being I want McDonald's? No.
That woman has not eaten fast food since she was 15.
No. Yeah.
She probably didn't even then.
That part of Janet, because I don't know, that's me. I had McDonald's the other day. I was starving, and I was I just want chicken nuggets and French fries and a Dr. Pepper. And I probably do it more often than what I should. But I love me some McDonald's.
Yeah. McDonald's is not my thing, but there is definitely crap that I eat too regularly, for sure.
Yeah.
So they're talking, and she pulls up, I don't know if it's Kristin's Instagram, probably, because I can't imagine, most people don't use Facebook like this anymore, but she had posted, reposted, a quote that said something adjusting my life to your absence is better than like adjusting my boundaries for your lack of respect. I don't know. It was I'm like, are we teenage girls? Like, I didn't know we would do like quote battles about what's going on. Like, when was the last time you're like, oh my gosh, my life is falling apart. I got to find the perfect quote to post online. Like, that was like something, well, we're old. So we did that like in AIM on our remember that on AIM when you would like post like AIM, AIM.
Oh my God. You have to call it AIM. I don't know what the hell AIM is. I was thinking you were like saying Ames, like Ames, the old freaking like retail store. I was like, I don't know what AIM is.
Ames, the retail store was so dirty. Do you remember how dirty that place was?
All the time. We went there all the time. Mm-hmm. I had friends that stole from there makeup.
Oh, really?
And got in trouble.
Yeah, I mean, we did. It was like one of the only retailers that was right in town, so we like always went there. Yeah. But no, AIM, like we would always post song lyrics. You know, like, oh, if my boyfriend broke up with me, like I have to put this or whatever. When you were, it wasn't out of office. What was it? Just away. You were away. And you would like, put up like a quote or whatever. But yeah, I mean, we didn't have Instagram and Facebook and stuff like that. But I'm like, I don't know about 40-year-old women like posting quotes about what's going on in their life. So they're sitting in what is currently a spare room, but is going to be like the baby's nursery. Jason is sitting on the edge of the bed, and he is wearing fuzzy white slip-on slippers. Did you see them?
I
was like,
I wonder if they were Janet's. I
don't know. But I'm assuming like they don't wear shoes in their house or something, so he probably just like slid those on. But I was like, what? So this is when Janet describes like what actually happened. So we find out that it's Janet, Michelle, and Brittany, and they're at dinner. And apparently Michelle said something about the Just Say Gay laws, which I assume are something in California, some kind of like state legislature, because I'm not aware of them. And please don't come for me if it's a federal thing. I don't know.
Yeah. I tried to look it up, and I couldn't really find anything, because I listened to this, her explaining this multiple times, and I wasn't sure what she was talking about.
Yeah, so I guess there's some kind of like laws that I'm assuming Republicans are backing, which is where the Republicans must have come from. And Michelle was saying, well, those laws protect children. And apparently, and Janet's like, no, they don't. So she's like, I think Michelle just like got into a bad algorithm or like had stuff popping up that was like convincing her that these laws were actually of a benefit to children or families or whatever. And they're not. They're actually like anti-LGBTQ or anti-gay, essentially. So apparently they're just proposals that prohibit, public school teachers from discussing like sexual orientation or gender identity in classrooms. So they're different states have different things.
Okay.
This one that came up is from Florida. So that's what it is. So anyway, so I guess behind the scenes then, Janet is talking shit about Michelle because she went to Zach, who is gay, and she went to Jasmine, who is bisexual, and was like, FYI, Michelle thinks these Just Say Gay laws are okay and they protect children. So you may want to gently correct her if she brings this up. So no, that's your side of the story, which means it's not 100% the truth. You were talking shit about Michelle. You were saying she's a Republican, and you were saying she is all for these just say gay laws. And I'm like, shut the hell up. So yeah, Janet is that's why she's so defensive, because she is 100% the problem.
The shit stirrer.
In this.
Yeah.
Yes.
Yep.
So yeah, we get all that info. Then we see that Jesse and Michelle, but Jesse acts like it's only him, are going to be holding a Capri themed dinner party. So Capri is like a place in Italy, and he is wearing, as he's talking to her, this black sweatband in his hair. So like it's so far back, it's like way back here, like there's no point in it, and it almost looks like he's wearing a beanie really far back in his head, but it looks so stupid. And if you notice, go ahead.
It's like he's trying to hold hair out of his face that he doesn't even have.
But
you know what I mean? His hair's not that long.
It's past the crown of his head.
Right.
Like it's not even like in
falling
the front.
out.
And if you notice his hairline, like he always has a dent in the top of his head. And I'm like, how often do you wear this weird headband across the back top of your head that it's left a dent in your hair? Because there's no point in it.
Yeah.
I was like, I don't get it. Is it just like a fashion thing? Like he thinks it looks good? So yeah, let's see. Apparently they go to Capri, Italy every year because it's like part of their real estate plan, because it's where a lot of rich people go, and apparently like a lot of people bring their yachts there. Maybe he brought up yachts, and he's saying like, you need to go where the rich people are if you want to sell mansions.
Which sounds amazing.
Or whatever.
I mean, I would love to take that trip every year.
Yeah, no shit. Jax and Brittany are getting ready, and Jax says the only Capri he knows is Capri Suns.
Which I love that. I thought that was funny.
It was, but I feel like someone told him to say it. Just the way he delivered it, he did not. I feel like someone told him to say it.
He couldn't come up with that himself. That's, yeah, I can see that.
No, I really don't think so. Nia and Danny are getting ready and just talking about how her work trip went. Danny kind of annoys me because she was just like, oh, it was so nice. Like, when you were dealing with, like, the kids, I was probably sipping a chocolate martini, or not a chocolate, what's it called? Coffee martini or something. He almost always just tries to make her feel bad. Like, he's not coming right out and being, like, a Jessie asshole, but, like, he always seems like he's very aware of the cameras. So, like, he's on the verge of being an asshole. Like, he always just, like, wants to make her feel a little bit bad about the fact that she got to relax. I'm like, but she wasn't really relaxing because she was working, okay? Like, you get to go to work and do your voiceovers all the time. And does she, like, be like, oh, you're so lucky you got to go do voiceovers all day? Like, we never hear that. She had one job she had to go do. And you're like, oh, I bet that's nice. Like, I don't know. He always is just on the verge of, like, trying, like, to gaslight her almost. I don't know. There's something there that I just don't, I'm not a big fan of the way he talks to her sometimes. We see the big mansion that they're going to go to, and, like, they're like, decorating the house for the party. We meet Melissa, who is Jasmine's girlfriend, because they're all driving together with Zach in the car. And they show up, and Zach's like, oh, do you like, is this a good linen shirt for, you know, this Capri dinner? And he's like, I guess Michelle's like, no, Zach, that's not linen. And he's like, oh, of course it's not linen. I'm not rich enough for linen. And he's like, it's not like Jessie dressed for the country theme when we had that party. So he's all annoyed. Is linen really expensive?
I have no idea.
Because I don't think of it as, like, an expensive material to buy.
Yeah, I don't know.
Yeah, I don't even feel like linen is, like, a comfortable material to wear. Maybe I'm not wearing real linen. That might be the problem. I don't know. Kristin shows up with Luke, and she's wearing Birkenstocks, which I found hilarious because they're all dressed up, and she's in flat Birkenstocks. And they don't even look like real Birkenstocks because they have like gold straps. I don't know.
Hey, I don't wear real Birkenstocks. That would be me.
I have one pair that I got a long time ago.
I can't.
And they're still going strong.
Listen, I will tell you my Temu Birkenstocks are still going strong. They do have a little rust on them. Maybe just a little bit. Listen, yeah. Yeah. I got them wet on accident. But I will tell you, this one girl that I know, the first time that I wore them, she was like, oh my gosh, I just got those Birkenstocks. She's like, did you get it wherever? And I was just like, they're not real. And she's like, shut up. Let me see them. Put her foot on them. We're looking at them and she thought they were real. And I will say, they are so comfortable. Like, I wore them all last summer and they were like literally less than $20.
Yeah.
I will probably get another pair. I don't know.
I've had mine since. Go ahead.
Oh, I was going to say, I think they last forever. So if you want to invest the money in them, it's a good investment. There's a green pair that I really, really want, and I look at them all the time, but it's just not something I would spend my money on. Yeah. For me, I would buy them for
mine
Jersey.
Since 2016, and I still... And, I have worn them in the ocean and, got them wet. And, I don't know, it doesn't affect them at all. I got them because my feet were swelling when I was pregnant with my first. And, I bought them for that summer. And then, I've just had them ever since. Because I was like, I need a good pair of shoes. I was heavy and I was I couldn't wear sneakers because my feet and ankles were swelling, and so
I honestly should invest in a pair, but I'll make
just get one pair. It's not like they're that
anything
crazy
it's just I can't. You have no idea. I don't know why what the problem is, but if it's a shoe that costs more than $100, it makes me cringe. I can't do it.
In today's day and age, that's nothing.
Not for myself.
That's
I'll
dinner
do it for my kids.
That's dinner for 4 is $100.
I know. I'm so weird about certain things. Shoes is not one of my, I love shoes, but I don't like to spend money on them.
Yeah, I'm not a shoe person either. I have 2 pairs of sandals and 2 pairs of sneakers, and and my one pair of heels that are a tan heel that I wear in any wedding I have to go to. I have my one pair of heels, and that's it.
Oh, I know. Same, and I got mine at Target, and they're literally falling apart. I need to get another pair, but they're my favorite. My nose is running.
So we hear that Michelle's father had escaped Iran to avoid persecution, and they say she's half Mexican. And so to call her racist is absurd. And right when Kristin walked in, she went and talked to Michelle and hugged her and said hi, and then said we need to talk at some point. And Michelle says, just not right now. So it's not like Kristin didn't try. So I want to point that out from what happens a little later, because Kristin tried right away and Michelle just said, not right now. So then they're all sitting down to dinner, and Michelle, Janet, and Brittany are on one corner of the table, and they're all whispering, and they're saying that Kristin is ignoring what's going on, because the camera goes over to Kristin, and she's having a conversation with the people around her and laughing or whatever. I'm is she supposed to look miserable because you guys are miserable? What do you want? She said she wanted to have a conversation with Michelle. Michelle said not right now. She's just supposed to then what? Stay silent until Michelle's ready to talk? I don't understand. So Michelle wants to talk all together at the table, and she kind of announces that to the whole table. This is a good time, because she does get that Janet said something, Zach repeated it, Jasmine repeated it before it even got to Kristin. So obviously there's a whole lot of people involved besides just Kristin. And so Janet starts right away, I did not say you were racist. And we still, by the end of this episode, I have no idea where the racist came from. like at all. So I don't know if it was actually Zach who said that, and maybe he just equated Republican with racist, but it doesn't seem like anybody said anything about racist. They did say stuff about anti-gay, but no one said anything about racism. So Kristin says that came from Zach. So Kristin is saying, no, Zach's the one who said racist. He says he didn't. Kristin apologizes to Michelle. She says she felt cornered. She says she should not have said those things, especially at her home. And like, I thought she was being sincere. Well, then Jesse has to butt in, who this isn't even about, and he wasn't even there. And he's like, you need to say that you lied. You need to admit that it was all a lie. You can't just apologize. What do you mean? Like, so then Luke gets mad, and he's like, you need to calm down. Then all hell breaks loose. Like, that's the end of any, like, cordial apologies. Like, everybody just starts yelling at each other, and, like, it's crazy. And then we do see the only person that's kind of behind Kristin is Nia. Yeah. And in confessional, she's like, no one's listening to her. Kristin is very obviously trying to apologize, and they just all wanted to make this into a fight. You know, like, no one's listening. Jesse starts going on about stuff, how Michelle is, you know, how all of this is detrimental to their business. And, like, you can't say that someone in LA is a Republican or a racist because you'll get canceled, and like that could affect their livelihood and all this stuff. And Michelle like tries to say something, and then he just cuts her off, and the camera cuts to Zach, and Zach's like, oh, excuse me, like, what are you doing, Jesse? And then he says, didn't you get kicked off a show for being an actual racist? And then we get, like, the on-screen text that is, like, in June 9th, 2020, Kristin Dowdy fired over racist comments. Oh, this is when I realized, oh, Dowdy is not Dute for the title. Oh, my gosh. I was like, that's Kristin Dowdy. And then we see headlines about how she apologized, learned her lessons. And, you know, she's, like, she's really upset. And she's like, I should not have done what I did. Like, I learned my lessons. Like, I was canceled, and like it affected my whole life. Like, everything fell apart. Like, that was my job. That was like my life. And then when I get nothing, I'm not invited to like sponsorships anymore. I'm not on a TV show, which was my income. Like, her whole life fell apart, you know?
Yeah.
And, you know, she said essentially like, I deserved it, but like I've learned from it. And like,
right.
It doesn't need to be brought up again, you know, like it's a long time ago at this point. And that's when the show ends. So that's where we end. I think because it ends with her in confessional. So I think then your episode goes back to the table to wrap up the dinner party. But
it does. Yes.
Yeah. So that's the end of that episode. I just think Jax, like, whether it was production or what it was, they wanted Kristin to freak out. Like, they wanted this storyline for her. And I feel like they tricked her into all of this. Like, I don't know. I feel bad for her because just the constant, everyone talking about her having a baby. Like, they were just trying any little thing they could to set her off because they know she has a short fuse. And this is when it happened. And I don't know. No, it was just a lot.
I definitely agree because I think that they were getting the old Kristin. That's what they thought. And she was going to be this wild, crazy drama. And I do really feel like she learned a lot. And Kristin, I will say in these next couple seasons, like, she's one of my favorite. You know what I mean? She's just like an honest person. Like, she's
grown. Yeah.
She has grown a lot. I don't know. She's definitely different because she was never a favorite of mine on Vanderpump Rules. Like, she always kind of got on my nerves. Yeah. But I do like the older version of her a lot.
Yeah. Yeah, me too.
So So,
well, thanks for listening, guys. If you want to get a hold of us, we are on all the social media at Shaded Reality Pod. Instagram, TikTok. I am going to do better. I think I have finally figured out how I want to use our TikTok. Because I've been all over the place. Like, if anyone is actually a social media person, they would look at my TikTok stuff and be like, what is she doing? She is an idiot. But anyway, I have a plan. I think that is going to be more consistent, and I'm just going to use our TikTok to post our like couple minute clips of this, and then just put like a singular little like title with it, and like keep our TikTok a little cleaner. Instagram sucks for me for getting any kind of views, whatever. So I think I might still just like fuck around there and see what sticks. I don't know. I just cannot get Instagram reels or anything out to like a wide audience. Like, it's very annoying. So I'm just going to keep messing around there. But yeah, we're on Facebook. We have a page, and we also have a Facebook group. So feel free to like talk about what we've talked about. Let us know what you think about our comments, what your like thoughts are in our Facebook group. I'd love to start having discussions there. We have a Gmail, which is shadedrealitypod@gmail.com if you want to get in contact with us directly. And yeah, thanks for listening. One thing I did want to bring up really quick is there's rumor out there that Secret Lives of Mormon Wives may drop a season at the end of January or something.
What?
So I don't know what we're going to do if that happens, but we'll figure that out then. It's just a rumor. So I hope not, because I need a break.
That's way too close together.
Yes,
like, they're going to ruin this for these women. You know what I mean? Like, I feel like they're just like, let's just throw all these out. Like, give people a moment to want to watch it again. I feel like everyone was kind of annoyed.
Let us miss
with the
it.
whole reunion. Yes. That's dumb.
Yeah, so
I hope not.
They're going to run it into the ground if they do this. So get it together, Hulu. Jesus.
Yeah.
Okay.
Honestly,
well, thanks for listening. And
I'll bring that up on my next one.
Yeah. We'll
when
talk
we
about
record
it
again, I'll say what
yours.
I was just going to say.
Okay. All right. You guys will have to wait till Thursday. All right. Bye.
Bye.